Hi friends, Kiran Bhavskar is here and today in this video, dear friends, till now the millions of the different living organisms are discovered by the scientists and the naming of plants, animals or the variety of organisms is carried out by the scientists. But it is very difficult when we are studying each of the species individually, each of the organism individually. Therefore, it becomes very important that all the organisms which are having the similar characters or on the basis of their similarity and dissimilarity, the organisms should be placed into the particular groups. And when the organisms are placed into the particular group, then we can study the characteristics of that all organisms which are having the similar and a common features. Therefore, there is no need to study the characteristics of that each individual organism. Hence, in order to facilitate, we will study classification of plants. Basically, all living organisms, these are classified into the two broad groups, into the two broad categories, that is the plants and animals. Now we will study that what is the importance of that classification system. What are the advantages of classification system? It is not possible for the human beings that to study all the plants or the animals which are present or which are exist on the earth individually. It becomes very difficult when you are going to study a wide variety of that plants and animals uh, by individual species. Therefore, to make or to facilitate the study of that wide variety of the plants and animals, their grouping it becomes most important, their classification it becomes very important, and for that purpose only the organisms which are having the common characters they are placed into the one particular group, and this system that is known as a classification system. Now we will see that. Hi friends, Kiran Bhavskar is here and today in this video. There are some more limitations of that two kingdom classification system. According to that earlier classification system, there are some organisms, those which are showing the property of plants or animals, they cannot be placed properly. We cannot distinguish or we cannot place them into the proper kingdom. For example, Euglena. Euglena, it is characterized by having the properties of both plants as well as animals. Euglena, it contains the chloroplast and it is autotrophic in nature. That is the property of plants. Now, we will see or we will study that kingdoms. Kingdom Monera. So, this is the kingdom that is belonging to those organisms which are having the pro. Now, the third kingdom, that is the kingdom fungi. It is a eukaryotic kingdom, but all the multicellular organisms, the protista that belonging to the unicellular organisms, and kingdom fungi, it belongs to that of the multicellular organisms. All eukaryotic multicellular organisms, these are placed into the kingdom fungi. In this kingdom, the chlorophyll it is absent, but it is characterized by presence of this cell wall, and the chitin type of the material it is present in the. Then the kingdom Plantae. All multicellular regarding to the five kingdom classification system according to the R.S. Whitaker. In this video, we have studied about the definition of that classification system, the need of that classification system, then the advantages of the classification system, and the five kingdom classification system of R.S. Whitaker. According to that R.S. Whitaker, the unicellular prokaryotic organisms are placed into the kingdom Monera, while unicellular eukaryotic organisms are placed into the kingdom Protista. Multicellular eukaryotic organisms, in which the cell wall it is basically made up of the chitin and the chlorophyll is absent. Such type of the multicellular eukaryotic organisms are placed into the kingdom fungi. While in those organisms, the cell wall it is present, chlorophyll it is present. Such a multicellular eukaryotic organisms characterized by presence of the cell wall, they are placed into the kingdom Plantae, and multicellular eukaryotic organisms in which the cell wall it is absent, those which are having the heterotrophic mode of nutrition, they are placed into the kingdom Animalia. Thank you, friends.